Song to start off with, right, guys? That's a fucking sad ass song. God damn, Tom Petty is dead. That is a sad fucking day. Yesterday, today, Tom Petty is just, it's shit, man. The world is shit, everything's shit. But god damn, is that a good song to start the night off with? The next one, what was the next one on the playlist, too? The next one was Learning to Fly, which is another good song. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, man. Kick ass all the fucking time. So sad. So fucking sad. The news is shit today. Abso-fucking-lutely is shit today. I've been following as much as I can about this whole Stephen Paddock thing from last night. We were streaming. I don't know if you guys are watching. We were streaming until approximately 3 or so in the morning, waiting for the press conference to happen. Some goddamn like company south of the border tried to claim, content ID claim my stream. Not even kidding you, man. Some asshole tried to do that, so I fucking disputed that shit. Not that I care. I'm not going to monetize that shit, but I don't want someone else making money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want somebody else making money on that shit. So, fuck them. Fuck the assholes. Fuck this shit. Fuck those cocksuckers. Fuck them. Just fuck them. But yeah, man, it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy as fuck. I can't believe Tom Petty died. That was like after last night, you're just like, what? No, Tom Petty. Everyone like, fucking protect goddamn everybody else. Right? Like every time a celebrity dies, I'm like, where's Betty White? I think we're probably going to find out later on that Betty White is actually killing all the celebrities, using it to fuel her eternal lifeblood. That's Betty White for you. Wicked Kangaroo, Tom Petty's daughter came out and said that hours ago. TMZ just reported that Tom Petty has died. Let's see. We'll take a quick, all right. We're just going to take a quick, all right, oops. Hold on. Wrong one. Fucks up all the fucking time. There we go. Okay. So what we're looking at here, just real quick, spokesperson says rock musician Tom Petty has died. Spokeswoman Carla Sachs says Petty died Monday night at UCLA Medical Center in LA after he suffered cardiac arrest. Petty, usually backed by his longtime band The Heartbreakers, is known for such hits as Free Fallin' Refugee and American Girl. The Gainesville, Florida native had shaggy blonde hair and gaunt features, drew upon the Byrds, the Beatles, and other musicians he loved while growing up in the 1960s. He was also a member of the impromptu supergroup The Traveling Wilburys, which included Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Roy Orbison, and Jeff Lynne. Petty and the Heartbreakers recently completed a 40th anniversary tour, one he hinted would be their last. Petty, whose worldwide sales topped 80 million records, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. Man, that fucking blows dick. And not in a good way. You know what I mean? That's shit. And I didn't know, I knew that they performed like last year and everything. And, had I known, every time they toured, I was always pissed off and never went to go see them. And this is why I say this kind of stuff. If you have a favorite celebrity, if you have a favorite musician that's maybe getting up there in years or whatever, go see him at least once. Have that memory. Some people are shit in public. Some people can't do a good fucking thing, can't perform live to save their fucking life, but other people can bring it. And I've heard live recordings of Tom Petty and everything. My favorite thing with Tom Petty, this is stupid, I'm going to tell you guys anyway. When I was 17, I used to work at Hollywood Video in Portland, Oregon, and I loved the job. It was a good job. But one of the things was that I had to, we would put on music videos, right? Because we would have, we'd rent out music videos, like the whole album, back, because, that was a thing for a while. And, my coworkers always wanted to play Bob Marley, and I fucking cannot stand reggae. I cannot stand it. It's horrific garbage. It's just, if I wanted to listen to reggae, I would just listen to my 2-year-old nephew bang on a trash can lid. That sounds more appealing than reggae. But anyway, I always had to fight to play Tom Petty. So I would always pop on, I think, I forget which album it was, but we had the record, or we had the VHS there, so we popped that on, and nights I could do it. So I always fought for Tom Petty in that way, because that's more chill back, laid back music. Here's the thing, everyone I worked with at the video store, they were all stoners. So they all wanted Bob Marley because they thought that was 420 life, man. Fuck that, you fucking sons of bitches. Why did OJ shoot up Vegas? No. Yeah, Chris Cornell, man. Chris Cornell, totally shitty that happened to. And then Chester Bennington, and we're losing musicians, man. We're losing musicians. MLP Death used to live in Bremerton. I was just in Bremerton 2 months ago. So, yeah. Nacklin, you ain't alone there, man. Country music and me don't jive, if you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong. Some of it I actually kind of enjoy, like the fast-paced like upper tempo type shit, right? But when it's all like, I lost my wife, I lost my dog, I lost my truck in a fight, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna drink. And then I'm gonna fuck that turn up behind the bar because it looks like my ex-wife Shirley. This is a country song that sounds like every other. It's just country songs sound like they all sound the same to me. It's like someone's like, "Oh my God, you know this country star?" And I'm all like, "Who?" Country? Yeah, I don't listen. I don't listen to that. I do like Johnny Cash, but Johnny Cash is not country, man. That's like no. Johnny Cash is not country. I can do some like up tempo shit. Will Sam Hyde ever be stopped? Silverplate, I don't care to know country. I don't care. I will make fun of every stereotype involved with country. I don't give a shit. That is how little I care about country music. Like hell for me would be stuck on a desert island with nothing but Garth Brooks. At least give me some like Shania Twain. I have something to masturbate to. Yeah, Cash is more rockabilly than country. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I will say, Cytotron, Achy Breaky, the Weird Al one, Achy Breaky song. Don't break my heart, my achy, what was it like? I think it's driving me insane. And if you break my song, this Achy Breaky song, I might have something in my brain. And you can torture me with Donnie and Marie and play those ABBA records until dawn. But if you could play... It's been a while since I've heard the Weird Al version. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. But I like the Weird Al version of most songs better anyway. I do. I happen to very much love the Weird Al version of shit a lot better. Throwing down $4 for hating on reggae. Damn right, Jack. Damn right. Hey, man, listen. If anything, reggae culture took Bob Marley from us. So there's that, too. Yeah, the Weird Al parody is great. I wouldn't say Cash's catalog is country, man. I would not say it's country. If it's country, it's like the only tolerable country. Like everyone just needs to do that, Like do Johnny Cash, and you'll have me as a fan. I'm a corny cunt. I am Adrian Hitchcock. I'm very corny. Welcome to the world that I live in. I guess I'm pretty I'm corny all the time. I'm about to be a dad, so dad jokes are now just going to start naturally pouring out of me. The thing you got to love about dad jokes is when you're a kid, a dad joke is just considered a bad joke. But at one point in time in your life, it becomes somewhat socially acceptable because you fathered children. I think what it proves is that you have at least, had sex one time without a condom, or a condom with a pinched hole in it, and then you take over. I think that's pretty much what it proves. So, the Eagles, you're calling the Eagles country music? Do people just is it everything that might have a Southern twang? Like Southern rock is a thing, dude. Like next you're going to be saying Skynyrd is fucking country. Like what are you talking about? The Eagles is fucking country. Did I name my kid? I have not named my kid, no. Also, fuck the Eagles, man. I have to say it every time someone says a fucking Eagles. Fucking Eagles, man. Those who tire of Weird Al tire of life. Goddamn right, Tony. You goddamn right. His music genre fluid. Oh. Wicked Kangaroo off the Ghoul Town. I'll have to check that out. So let's see. TKJ says here, sorry for spamming last night. I want to make sure you got the deets from my friends who were For there last night, also Cash is heavily country. Thank you for that. Yeah, you were spamming pretty hardcore, but it's all good, man. And still, it's not country. Nihilistic Nachos. Oh, man, I'm getting super chats like motherfucker tonight. All someone needs to do is change the subject of the chat to say 2 words, show feet. Okay, this is not a Quentin Tarantino live stream, so we're not going to be doing that. Country rock. Cash is honky tonk. Eagles is, I don't know. I don't know, man. Is there a way to kill your language filter? Maybe. I gotta look into that. So, you know what I've learned though? I've learned that you have to turn on like YouTube wants you to turn on the filter. I think they just want you to turn it on. 18-year-old virgins are the best. Sure. I'm going to assume that they are. I haven't had one myself, but you know, hey, never say never, am I right? I mean, you know, who knows what might happen. I'm not showing my feet. I could show the cat. You guys want to see the cat? I could show the cat, but that's about it. What's up, Anthony? How are you, man? Can't spell country rap without spelling crap. Man, I miss Nelly. No, I do. I miss Nelly. Nelly was like ballin' back in the early 2000s. Had a whole bunch of hits, and then all of a sudden Nelly just kind of fucks off. You want to see the cat with the lampshade? Fiji, you keep getting unsub for me without doing it myself. Yeah, man, that's some horse shit. There's the sub glitch is like it's some insane stuff. There's days where it doesn't impact me, and then there's days where it does. Jack here saying, also in before, Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg make 2 vaguely biopic Oscar movies on Vegas shooting. Yeah, seriously. Oh my God. Oh, so they found 19 weapons at this dude's house, right? I was looking into that. They found 19 weapons at his house. That's on top of like the 10 they found in the hotel room. Like this dude shot out 2 windows. Okay. And then was alternating between windows. Like, what the fuck? You know? And then you've also got to find out, so this is something interesting too, according to NBC here. He had recent large gambling transactions. This dude was gambling like $10,000 or more a day, sometimes upwards of $30,000 a day. And so he was what you would call a professional gambler at that point, or a retiree gambler. He won $40,000 not too long ago. Texted his brother, I think 6 months ago, but he's gambling up, and it doesn't say whether he was up or he was down. But it's so weird too that his girlfriend, the Mary Lou Danley, who lived with him, she gone, man. Like, she out of country apparently. Now, if Mary Lou Danley ever comes back to the United States, that ought to be interesting. But I have a feeling she's going to be a person of interest. You know, and they found out that she went to Dubai recently on her Facebook page. So the question's going to be, where in the world is Mary Lou Danley? And what has she done? Tonight we'll find out on IDTV's on The Hunt for Some Cunt. Fuck. I didn't hear about explosives, Brandon Perez. So there's that. Is she ISIS? I don't know, man. Well, the thing is, okay, Logan Dakari, that is that's a double-sided sword right there. You can't sit there and say, I don't want the media to report on this, because then it won't happen. It will still happen. You're not going to ever be able to stop it happening, you know. Unless, the thing is, you'll never be able to stop it happening. Let me be bluntly, realistically honest. We all want it to never happen. I want it to never happen. The likelihood of you ever stopping something like this is minimal. Very minimal. There's multitude of factors that go into the reason as to why. So there's never any way to pinpoint it. Some people might say, well, take away guns, then you get knives, or trucks of peace, or explosives. You know how easy it is to make fucking homemade napalm, dude? 2 ingredients. You know how easy it is to make homemade Molotov cocktails? pretty much 3 ingredients. I'm not going to say what they are. I'm merely pointing out the fact that there are weapons of mass destruction that can be made from just homemade items, not nuclear or anything else like that. But there's ways you guys can do it. And that's the problem, is people are going to get it in their fucking head. Now, the only way, I think, and this is where, as a person who, I'm not a spiritual person, but I believe that we need like better meditation, like calming of our mind. And the only way you do that is to essentially teach it to children when they're young, get them in the habit of not getting worked up over things, of not getting triggered over things that aren't important. And to do that, you have to work with them when they're younger. There's a I guess you could call him a spiritual guidance counselor. He was a man by the name of Dr. Wayne Dyer. He passed away a few years ago. I listened to a few of his things. I didn't really buy into all of it, but the guy had a really calming voice, and I think he has some good messages when it came to this sort of stuff. It felt like pragmatic, right? Not the, just put your faith in Jesus, and he'll come down and he'll grant you your wishes. Touch on this television screen, you will be cured of your cataracts. If you had an erection for over 4 hours, you need to see a doctor, but Jesus will guide you to a right doctor. That sort of angle, right? That's not the thing this guy was about. And he said some stuff. He said that teach children at the age of 5 to meditate for 30 minutes a day and watch what happens like in a generation. You know, I think he says you'll end all wars or something in a generation. I don't know if I believe that. But I think finding ways to quiet our mind, finding ways to slow down the processes that come from the stimulants. All right. Because here's the deal. Like, okay, this is my tea from Starbucks. Okay. My phone, this is going to keep me up. This is going to keep me up. This is going to keep me up. And porn will keep me up, but in an entirely different way. And as a result of that, it's like I have trouble sleeping. I only get a couple hours a night, maybe 4, maybe 5, which is not good for me health-wise. And part of that, too, has to do with the fact that I just have trouble sleeping. I have trouble closing off my mind. I need to get into meditation. I need to get into how to quiet that shit down, which is hard to do when you have to be on and you're making videos for people. So it's hard to find that distinction. I'm actually working on that right now, trying to separate certain things. And so I do believe that if you are able to do something along these lines, with teaching kids to not take things as seriously, to focus on what they want rather than what they don't have, then I think we'll be better off in the long run. So there's that. That's my rant about that kind of shit. Brendan, I do hope we find a motive. I do. I really want to know why. It's because if we never know why, if it's just some random thing and we never know why, that is at least if we find out there's a manifesto or if there's something, he could then, the families of the victims could at least at that point have some kind of closure. It's horrible, but it's something. Void, $6 here, saying, happy to be spending the first few hours of my birthday watching your stream here, a few shekels. Appreciate that, Void. Happy fucking birthday, sir. I can sing you happy birthday if you would like, is now in the public domain. However, I did rock Tom Petty at the beginning of this, so clearly that's going to be booted. You just beat off and you're going to go to bed, and now you beat off twice a day. No, that's good, Anthony. If you want to beat off more. What kind of fucking conversations do we get into on my channel? Like, I watch a lot of people's live streams, and they never get in the conversations we talk about. But no, if you want to masturbate twice a day, you'll feel okay. You'll feel pretty good. My recommendation would be once in the morning before you go to work. And then also once again, before you go to bed. Help you just kind of regulate the day a little bit. Oh yeah. People have already pundits have already jumped on the graves of the victims. Yeah, that's true. TMHS channel. Yep. Tom Petty died. That's unfortunate, man. It'd be fucking weird if the biggest U.S. mass shooting had no one notice. That's true. That would be weird, but you're never going to get the media to not talk about this shit. All right. There's money in it, not on YouTube, but there's money in it. There's a lot of money in it, and people can, CNN was running ads for like Pepsi and Coke or whatever, like every couple minutes and shit on their live streams. I mean, granted, they have to pay the bills, but that's part of it. Masturbating before work does help curb the urge to look down the receptionist's blouse. True. But also, if you look down at multiple times or whatever, then it might, you might want to, help out with the noonday, right? The nooner, the your coffee break. So there's definitely that. I don't know if he's a registered Democrat. I think the registered Democrat, I don't know if that's true or not. There's a shooter was a feminist, and there's a picture of him with a vagina hat on. Jack Jones, if you don't have a fucking link to that, then I don't believe it, man, at all. Those ads were served by CNN, Jason. I'm talking like running on their stream and shit. Like I think running off of their own website. Your teacher always says it's good to masturbate before a date because horny men do stupid shit. That is true. So there's that. I would recommend jerking off before a date. Helps, because the thing is when you start thinking about sex, right? In a date, first date, something new, right? You're like, oh, I don't know this person. Are we going to mesh? Are we going to do well? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I might go balls deep or something. Like you don't want to have that on your mind. So you want to leave the house with an empty gun. Nihilistic Nacho says, I made a video with a friend about a protest at our school. It's a pinned tweet. All right, Nihilist, I'll check it out later, man. Just tweet me so I see it. And we'll go from there. I just don't get it on your ear. Jack Jones. Paul Joseph Watson says lots of things. Barely any of them are actually true. The best course of action for Paul Joseph Watson. I can't even do the voice right. I should get Wizard of Oz in here to do Paul Joseph Watson. He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Everyone at InfoWars is a fucking idiot. They show you, perennium wipes, and vitamin supplements to hunker down for the end times that they're constantly preaching is going to happen. All while Alex Jones vigorously masturbates to how much money he shickles off of you fucking people. Not you fucking people, you people. But his idiots that watch him. 3 million people subscribe to him on YouTube. Jesus Christ. So it's amazing InfoWars sells followers. You know why it's amazing, Jay Caesar? Because you have two camps of people that watch. You have people that watch because they are true believers, which I don't think there are as many as you think. And then you have people who watch that are just like, what the fuck is he going to say next? Because he says so many crazy things. Like he's legitimately upset that Comedy Central started The Opposition with Jordan Klepper, which isn't even that good of a show. But if it gets under Alex Jones's skin, which it has a couple times now, to me, that's pretty fucking funny. And then he also has had to apologize twice this year for comments that he made. He made a comment on his show today that the shooting last night was like the Bolshevik 2.0, that it's like a Democratic-led it was like basically trying to blame this on a whole shadow organization or some shit. I'm not thinking straight. I need some brain force. Yeah. Yeah, I went over to my dad. My dad got a Roku. I went over to his house the other day, and I'm looking through it, and he had the InfoWars channel on there, and I'm just like, really? Apparently, Szechuan song is back. So, Alex Jones has said political discourse what McDonald's is the healthy living. That is a fair and astute point. How much of Alex Jones of what we see is real? Jay Caesar, a lot of it has to do with a lot of it is real. A lot of it is no. He says it's a performance, but let's be realistic here. It's probably more real than you think. He was just saying that to make sure he got his kids. All right, now let's say thank you very much. I will check it out once we're done with the stream. I've also got to check out The Gifted. That was on tonight. The new X-Men show. I need to watch that. So that's also what I want to do. Because, last night, man, was fucking long streams and shit. Am I still doing the Uber Eats thing? I haven't done an Uber Eats in a few weeks. It's just been with the cat getting sick and the baby stuff and everything else. I just haven't done it. I do need to, though. I need to carve out time. I don't even know. So Is it wrong that you laughed when you saw Sam Hyde's picture? No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Every time there's one of these things, someone takes a picture of Sam Hyde and sends it to the media, and the media, wanting to be first but not factual, they run it. So there's that. There's definitely that. Yeah, speaking. Alex Jones' kids are gonna have a fun time to see their father's past. Probably. I fully expect my daughter one day to come across my YouTube channel. She'll know about it because clearly it'll be my job. She'll be like, "Daddy, what do you do for a living?" And I'm like, "Well, I yell at the liberals." "Aren't you a liberal too?" "Yeah, because they're fucking stupid." And everything else. But no, she'll probably go back through when she's older. I actually gotta hope she does. See the evolution of her father from an idiot to a bigger idiot. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah. Sam Hyde. I know Sam Hyde's turning the frogs gay, man. Yeah. Alex Jones getting ornery over Hillary Clinton opening a pickle jar. Like, the thing is, Jones is, he understands. Like, Jones has his audience. Jones has his clique. Jones has his people, and everything else. And it's kind of like reason and rationality are dead, in my opinion. Oh, Jack. Help support Hurricane Harvey victims by visiting our Amazon store. Affiliate link below. You like that? You like that one? Am I going to get Shadow of War? Brandon Bauer, yes, I am. But I, unfortunately, won't be able to play it until next weekend when I get back from being in Los Angeles, because I leave the morning it comes out, and I don't get back until the end of that week. So, unfortunately, I won't get to play it until then, but I am getting it. What's up, Mr. Shadow? 15 minutes of Alex Jones crying is the funniest thing I've ever seen. That's pretty funny. So you once trolled InfoWars in a live stream? Awesome. Alex Jones is the kind of guy that has a closet full of jars of his own spunk he's been collecting since he was 14. That I don't disagree with. Good night, Fiji. Thanks for coming in, homie. That's pretty funny. Can I live stream Shadow of War? Yeah, I will. At least I can play Mario X Rabbids on the flight. That is true. I have to just open it, but I will. I'm going to bring the Switch with me and play it there, because I really want to play Mario X Rabbids. I just haven't, like, again, it's like I haven't even touched the PlayStation in a couple days. The cat's on, like, multiple kinds of medication. I have to give him fluids, like a dropper at 2 a.m. and then again at 10 a.m. and so like at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. So here's the thing. Here's my medication schedule for the cat. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., 10 p.m., 2 a.m. So I get 8. I had to do all that shit to prep it. How old do you want my daughter to be for sure in my videos? Probably older. She'll know what I do. Maybe her watching like $3 theater content would be something, because I don't swear or don't really make a lot of bad jokes there. And this is for me geeking out on movies. Since I plan on raising her as a movie buff, I have a feeling like that's going to be fine. But if she ever asks, questions about certain things, I'll be like, well, I can tell you this whole thing. And then show her the video or have her just look and everything else. So apparently there's that. So TYT is absolute cancer. InfoWars is like herpes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. There is the new Mario game comes out next month, Super Mario Odyssey. So, and I do want to get it. Like, I need to move my Switch out to the other room where my TV is out there, because then I can just play that out there. Here, I don't, there's like other stuff I want to play. So I have to like physically move myself to the other room to play it. Will I let her read Quinn's books? She wants good fiction. It's not even good fiction. It's not even passable fiction. It's like a Tumblr blog full of lies. That's pretty much Zoe Quinn's book. Has the adpocalypse been changing? Got a lot of ads in the last few weeks. Roland, okay, so here's what's going on with the adpocalypse. And I will know more. Hold on. Will I show her the video of the girl literally asking to get raped? At one point I will, but not until she's way older. Like, we're talking like way older. I still think that's my funniest goddamn video. To me, personally. The story is horrible. It's horrible, but just my thing on there is bad. And I might have to play it for you guys one day. Just at least until like the middle part of that goddamn thing. So Cytotron, yes, the Switch is portable. What I mean, like I want to hook it into the big TV. You know, I want to hook it into my 50-inch 4K. I want to hook it into that, not my 27-inch or 29-inch curved monitor, which is nice too. We'll figure the little blue skull. No, Katrina. It's little blue skull guy. Okay, not little blue skull man. Little blue skull guy. Stop stealing my name. The cat is actually doing okay. We're not fully out of the woods yet. I will be getting a call this week from the internist. Or no, not the, whatever one of the surgeons are that's there, doing the follow-up work on the culture, from the bacteria that was in his gallbladder, as well as the biopsy from his liver where he currently stands. But on the bright side, Chance is meowing. He is very active. He is, follows me everywhere. We bought him a little bed, on the way to go get him. So I bought him a little bed because I figured he'd want something, comfortable. And I just put him in it. And then now that's his bed. Like he will get up. He will follow me around. He'll come back in the office. He's laying right behind me right now, and he'll crawl back into bed. And that's now his bed. And that's so like, he knows I bought it for him, I think, which is so cool. Cause like, I freaking love that cat. Oh yeah, the new Mario comes out this month. Sorry. I keep forgetting that it's October. I still think it's September. No, Katrina, like yeah, Zoe, I think, is gonna one day regret having putting that in there, but I don't know how it's gonna play out. Will I try to encourage my daughter to follow in my footsteps politically, or will I encourage her to find her own way of thinking? I'm encouraging her to find her own way of thinking. I just really hope it's not feminism. I mean, not that I would love her any less or anything else like that, but like it would just be conflicty. I don't think that would happen though. Not with my family dynamic. Like my sister on my mom's side, is a feminist, but she's not as much as you might think. Like she used to be a lot worse, and she's kind of toned it down. My sisters on my dad's side don't give a shit. How big is my place? It's like 1,500 square feet for the house. So your store is Christmas decorations up. That fucking sucks, man. You freaking love Chance, Roocat. I love him too, man. That's why I'm asking for money to help keep him alive, because it's just like, everything. But back to the whole Adpocalypse situation. So the way it's working is this. This is what I've been able to figure out. So it's my theory. Like channels will get limited ads that run. And it's not outright demonetization unless you get a copyright strike or content ID claim or something like that. So there's that. What you've got is the limited ad state diminishes most ads. We're talking like penny ads. If ads run at all, they're just like the low bar shit. It's when you start seeing pre-roll ads on videos, that's when you know it's a good ad. So basically it's like this. If there's a pre-roll ad, don't fucking skip it. If you skip it after 5 seconds, no one gets paid. If you wait until about 30 seconds, then you can skip it and people get paid at that point. So I know it sucks. But that is quite literally the best I can tell you guys. Victor, I haven't checked my Twitter, so I don't know what you've sent me in DMs. But I will take a look. We'll see what we're working with here, unless I need to. Okay. Oh, I see that Magog's video came up, which apparently I'm in, as well as a lot of people. How? Okay, so it's okay. It's like a 17-minute video, so we're not watching that now, but I'll watch that later when I'm done working. So yeah. So wait, CBS rehired? Hold on. What? You're fucking with me, dude. You're fucking with me. What's her name? It was Haley Geftman Gold. Right. News. I'm not seeing her. She was a vice president too. Holy shit. Okay. No, they haven't rehired her according to this. I still don't think she should have been fired for her comment. If she didn't make it on company letterhead to the company as a whole, then she shouldn't have been fired for her opinion. If you wanting to fire her for her opinion, but then being mad that James Darmore got fired for his is fucking hypocritical, right? James Darmore gave out his opinion. It circulated internally. It got loose. That's what got him fired. She put her opinion on a Facebook post. It was like a comment on a thread. And then that's what got her fired. So I'm saying, like, I don't agree with it, but those two situations are similar. So to be mad at one and not be mad at the other, hypocritical. Just the way that it is. You don't have to like her. You can criticize her to hell and back, but that's the truth. Make them play by their own rules. It's just, I want people to be equal, and I will defend things I hate because I feel it has to be equal, and it gets me in trouble, and I don't give a fuck. So, let's see. Have I seen Neo Yokio? I have not. No. Katrina, I don't disagree. The comment was heartless, tasteless, stupid, wrong on so many levels. Don't disagree, period. All right. I think that is just abhorrent way of thinking, and that is not how we build bridges in this country. That being said, she said it on a personal Facebook on a comment, and it was, screen capped and used against her. All right. They were talking about Sandy Hook. They were talking about other aspects. And she, that was her comment. She was basically criticizing Republicans for not acting when Sandy Hook happened and 20 kids were killed. So that's what she was saying. So there is a little bit of context there that I feel does play into it. But that being said, it's still a shitty comment. It's a horrible comment. And I don't think it was the right time to make it, but I also don't feel like they should have canned her for it. Now, this maybe her making an apology, making some kind of amends, that sort of thing. Yeah, fine. But don't people are trying to get her actively disbarred right now. Like, it's not just about firing her. It's about the systematic destruction of her life, brick by brick by brick. That's precisely what a lot of these reactionaries are doing. Do you think that she deserves to have her life destroyed for what she said? I don't. I really don't. I don't feel she does. People out there are absolutely trying to do that because they're mad and they're upset and they want some kind of instant justice. But justice for a dumb shit comment is fucking stupid. Because, it's like the same thing happened to fucking Trump when Trump made the shit about Charleston. Everyone freaked out about Charleston and whatnot. I'll impeach him because he said many sides. Even though there was context to the many sides. People say dumb, shitty things. They do all the goddamn time. I do it all the fucking time. I at least am in a position where I'm self-employed, so I don't have to worry about that. But look at Sargon, for example. Dr. Christy Winters went on this crusade, this moralistic, holier-than-thou crusade to get him deplatformed from the Mythic Fest, whatever it was called, Mythic in Milwaukee, whatever it was he just went to this last weekend. Because she hated things that he says. She cherry-picked and quote-mined him and wrote articles about him and went on letter-writing campaigns about him to get him deplatformed from a convention. It failed, thankfully, but that's what she did. Because she doesn't like what he has to say. So instead of challenging what he says, right, calling it out and challenging it, she wants to shut him down. That's precisely what happened to this woman right here. That's why I'm against it. You can't be against it happening to one person and for it happening to somebody else. That is not how this shit works. Yeah, I'm talking about Fisty Splinters. I fucking love it. That's a great name. That's a great goddamn name. So, all I'm saying is there's that shit. So that's my rant. You can agree, disagree. It's all good. That's my rant. So... No, see, here's the thing, Mr. Shadow, right? I agree with you. How are businesses allowed to fire you based on your personal life, right? But then you go, oh, but they're businesses. They can disassociate from you if they want. Yeah, everyone lives in, everything's an at-will state. Like, wrongful. Here's the thing. She will probably sue CBS over wrongful termination. And she'll probably win. She's a fucking lawyer. And I want her to sue and I want her to win. I do. I do. I don't want her to be rewarded financially for her victory, but I wanted to set a legal precedent to protect people's right to free speech. As I've said multiple times, and again, I'm back in my fucking soapbox as I got worked up over this, I believe in 100% unfettered free speech, right? Meaning if you do not sit there and put a call for harm or violence on somebody, say whatever the fuck you want. And you should be able to say it with impunity. Yes, there are consequences to your actions based on things that you say. There are always going to be consequences, but consequences are never is never a word that necessarily means good or bad. The connotation is bad, but consequences are just a reaction of. So things could happen. But her losing her job, people trying to disbar her, destroy her life brick by brick, should not be a thing. You know, people say shitty, horrible things all the time. The best way to beat this kind of crap is with kindness and just kindness and shit. And that's how you're like, no, it's a shitty thing to say. You know, I don't hate you for it, but that's a shitty thing to say. And that might make her think. But if people come at her and they're like, you fucking cunt, whore, slut, bitch, whatever, she's going to fucking go all defensive and crap and be like, I'm doubling down on this shit. That's not how you get shit done. That's not how you get shit done. Yeah, I can't find my fucking fidget spinner. I don't know. Wait, is it in here? It might be in here. My desk is messy as fuck. Fidget spinners are autism in motion. I don't know if he's suing. I don't know if he's suing them. If she was pro-firing James Darmore, it does suck to be here. I get that. I do understand that, Tara. But you know my point. You know what I'm trying to say. You know it. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, it's like this, right? For example, marijuana. It's legal in my state. Okay. I believe you should be allowed to smoke this off work and not have it impact you. Testing for, if you smoke on the job, that's one thing. Smoking off the job, something totally different. Now, granted, there are longer lasting effects with this than there are with alcohol. And I get that. But it also depends on the job to job. So if they tested for active THC in your system versus just THC in your system at all, we would see a lot less firings. We'd also see, if they ended the fucking stupid, ridiculous goddamn war on weed in this fucking country, we'd see many people not being incarcerated. We would see fewer incarcerations, meaning fewer people suckling at the government's teat in terms of the fucking prison industrial complex. I'm on a rant right now. I apologize. I don't even know how I got this far. I'm going to try to think of something. I'm going to talk about some news and shit. Lawyers don't have to be tactful. Yeah, I get it. No, Tracy, I get it. Lawyers should be more tactful. Tact plays a part in all of this, by the way. It really does. So, how's the search for Slender Girl? I'm almost out. I got to go buy more. So, and their greed, free our weed. That's good. That's really solid, man. Oh, thank you, Trippy Poop. Did he use the one of me here or the one in my car? I hope he used the one here. It looks better and like it's a higher angle so you don't see my fat jowls. So the Last Dance with Mary Jane. Well played, German. Well played. Tying it into Tom Petty's death. You, sir, are a witty individual. You have my respect. In fact, you know what? I'm making you a mod. You got my respect there. Blame the drug companies on. I know. Lobbying definitely hurts that shit. Also blame fucking William Randolph Hearst for propaganda against weed way back in the day. So, will Magog have a channel in the morning? Yeah. Oh, you're considering making a Taco Bell run while you're listening to the stream? Blink once for yes, twice for no. Dude, go get a taco, dude. Go get a fucking taco. So, no. Okay. I should probably explain this to James. We're talking about legal weed. Okay, we're talking about legal weed. And then he put up there Last Dance with Mary Jane, which is a Tom Petty song. Tom Petty just died today. So it's kind of one of those like it's a good move. It was a solid line. it fit right in. It just like a puzzle piece. Done. So yeah. Am I ever gonna go low carb? Yeah, I have low carb tortillas here that I eat. Yeah, I've got to I went to the gym tonight. I did about 7-8 miles on the bike, and I'm trying to get back into that now. My girlfriend has a car. She works during the day. I have my car. I can then go to the gym, so I'm not stuck here. So my goal is to reduce some stuff, and then hit the gym, hit some weights. I got to lose some weight. I'm the heaviest I've ever been right now, which is really not something that I like. And I know a lot of it has to do with inactivity, and that is my own damn fault. But I got to change that shit. So there's that. What is keto? What is keto? I know there's a Reddit for it, but I don't know what keto is. Am I ever going to stop fidget spinning? Yeah. So, let me see here. All right, 176. Oh, fuck me. All right, I'm running behind schedule again. You guys always derail me. You guys always derail me from getting my work done. I mean, I appreciate it, but god damn it, motherfuckers. All right, take a look at some shit. Okay. Someone reposted Chance's. All right. How much weight have I lost from all the snaps? Not as much as I would like. Totally not as much as I would like. Okay, let's bring up studio mode. Apparently, studio mode is what caused the fuck up last night, according to Magog of Morsker. He was telling me that might have been the problem. Okay, let's bring this over. I can get about an hour and a half with it, and then I usually get a couple hours with this. I was running lots of stuff last night though. I was running like multiple browsers, Chrome and Firefox, trying to do the YouTube video stream, trying to get the live news stream. I think it is just too much for my PC and just fuck the whole thing up. Is what I'm thinking here, and that's all right. So, okay. But hey, you know what though? People apparently really enjoyed me doing the karaoke thing last night. Which, by the way, the donations that came in, the super chats that came in last night are really going to help go towards Chance. So that was really solid. So thank you guys very much for that one. I appreciate. Okay, let's bring this up here. Oops. Okay. I love people looking at this like, what the fuck is up with the goddamn title? I know, man. I fucking know. Okay, so apparently some guy went into my Discord as under the name Stephen Paddock and was spamming me, as I just found out. So, all right. Let's hit record. Am I not recording? Okay. Not recording. Now I'm recording. All right. Who wants some snaps? Who wants some snaps? Yeah, I need a hardware mixer. I admit that. All right. Snaps. All right, you guys. Oh, the chat's delayed, so let's do this thing. All right. Snaps for traps. Snaps for traps. Okay. All right. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneMatt channel. And you know, when you're a kid, like middle school, they pretty much force you to like, you know, fuck, I don't like that. I gotta. Okay, I fucked that one up. I fucked that one up. Snap it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneMatt channel. And you know, I love the beach. But when I'm playing a musical instrument, the last thing I want to do when putting it to my mouth is smell the ocean, if you know what I mean. And that kind of brings us to this article where a music teacher gave school children flutes contaminated with his semen. Yeah, we're not talking about seahorses, are we? We're talking about actual good old-fashioned baby-making juice. So it says here that thousands of school children may have been given flutes which were contaminated with the music teacher's semen. Thousands of school children may have been given flutes which were contaminated with this dude's nut juice. Oh, I gotta know more. Parents have been warned about the allegations which claimed the tainted instruments were handed out during lessons to thousands of kids. I mean, that is pretty... Okay, look, outside of the gross factor, because it's grody, thousands of students. That is pretty impressive that, you know, you're just like, you're firing it off like a hose. You know, like a sprinkler head. Nut, 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 you know? Or nut, 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 nut. That's kind of, that's a horrible picture, and I apologize for doing that. It says here that investigation is underway into the alleged inappropriate sexual conduct involving a music performer that has affected at least 13 school districts in California. Wow. Wow, man. This really spread. Holy shit. People who were given flutes have been urged to put them in a paper bag and hand them to police for testing. It's really hard to not make like a skin flute joke here, but that would be inappropriate because these are children, so you don't want to make the joke. I'm not making the joke. You might be thinking it in your head, which means you're a dirty person. The performer distributes a flute-like musical instrument made of PVC pipe or bamboo to students during a music lesson, and the allegation is that he contaminated some of these instruments with semen coming from Joan Lucid, the superintendent of the Saugus Union School District, notified parents on Saturday, the Orange County Registrar had reported. So here's the PVC, what looks like the flutes or like the recorders is what I think it is. And so this, I mean, like, was he just putting the glaze coat on there? Like, oh, I need to make sure it's got a nice glaze and sheen to it. Let me just, you know, spray, you know, mess around with my Nutter Butter. The teacher who worked with the charity Flutes Across the World has not yet been identified. So flutes across the world, I would say at this point, you're probably toast. It feels like you guys are probably going to not be doing very well after a while. Let's see. A parent named only as Nate went to the police station in Fountain Valley on Friday night to turn in a flute given to his child who attends an elementary school. It's disgusting. It's unreal. You can't even fathom it. Another parent who wished to not be named told the station, "It made me sick to my stomach." Now, okay, maybe the article doesn't really say this here. How did they know? Right? If the teacher who worked with Flutes Across the World has not been identified, if this clearly male teacher, if not, it's a very disturbed woman and a very disturbed man. Let's not make any mistake here. If they were out there and they you know, were contaminating flutes with semen, I really want to know, for one, how. Okay, at this point, it's not even like you know, like a question anymore. It's a burning desire in me to know how this happened. Like, it's like the eternal question, why are we here? It's like, who jizzed on the flutes? Right? Like, who did it? Hashtag, who jizzed on the flutes? That's what I want to know. And also, hashtag, how did the parents discover it? Right? Because someone had to figure it out, which basically means somebody out there, either a mom or a dad, had their kid bring them, you know, the flute and go, "Mommy, Daddy, this smells funny," or "This tastes bitter. It smells like the ocean." And then the mom or the dad's like, like imagine my weed pen is the flute, like, "Hold on, I need to go smell my sock drawer." Sacre bleu. And then, you know, or they did the taste test and it just tasted like cum. But I mean, like that. But how did they figure that one out? How did they know? How? I have to know these things. The charity Flutes Across the World gives out flutes to pupils asking them to paint them, and they will be distributed to needy children. It has provided musical presentations at several local school districts. Its website and Facebook are not currently working. Yeah. No, I get that. I totally get that. Messages seeking comments from the founder were not immediately returned. Okay, so they make the flutes and then they have kids paint them and then they distribute them around the world. So somewhere, someone who was working with them, had a bit of his own awakening, right? His own hormone monster showed up and made him just blasted everywhere, right? And so then it possibly contaminated thousands of these things. Look, I'm not going to sit there and admit how much adult entertainment I partake in or I watch. Let's just say it's probably a normal amount. Okay, the normal amount. And you see the ending, right? The goods, the money shot, if you will. And sometimes, it's like one or two pumps. That's it. But sometimes it's like a geyser. Right. It just shoots out like freaking Old Faithful, and that's what I'm thinking this person did. I'm thinking this person went in there and his went off like a freaking cum geyser and just everywhere. Just that's what I'm thinking happened. And then he would have had to been flinging it, like he's out there with like a paintbrush and just dripping paint just everywhere. I mean, how? I don't know. And at this point, I don't know if we'll ever, I don't know when we're going to find out the rest of the story, but as soon as I know about it, trust me, you guys will know about it. Oh, fuck. Oh, it started. Oop. Let's see if that helps. Oh, wow. What the hell's going on? Hold on, it might be coming back. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, I had no idea about that one. It's got to be OBS. It's got to be OBS. Cuz it's fluctuating between like it wants to go green. There we go. It's back up now. Oh, I totally fucked up a Jackson Pollock joke. God damn it. Okay, so I think I know the problem. I had studio mode on, and the studio mode. I think the studio mode. We'll try it again with the next one. If the next one fucks up, then I'll probably just hang out with you guys for a few more, and then do that. That's fucking. God damn it. Sorry about that, guys. I literally had like no idea. So. Oh wow. That's. Sorry. I didn't know about that. North Korea hacked my computer. Hormone Monster. Did I watch Big Mouth? Yeah, Nihilistic. I finished watching Big Mouth yesterday. Fucking loved it. I got to review it for $3 Theater, but I really, really liked it. What kind of speed do I have? I have pretty high speeds, man. Last night went a little bit crazy with the stream. I don't know what was going on. Usually I pull in like 200 plus megabytes a second on here. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Slip Mad, your ration's till January. Thank you, comrade. I appreciate that. Niet. I appreciate the money given to me so I can live with my cat who is sick, like your mother, but not as sick. He survives. It's okay. I know, that's my horrible Russian. So there's that. Why is North Korea best Korea? I don't know, man. Zoe Quinn in Russia colluded to take it down. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's holding steady at 32 kilobits a second. So it's back up to full strength. I have no idea what's going on with that shit, man. No freaking idea. All right. Oops. Okay. Kay Parker or Julia Ann? Oh, dude, Julia Ann, man. Actually, I was at when I was at E3 in 2003. They were handing out free tickets to get free. It was free lap dance coupons for the Spearmint Rhino, right? Outside of E3 and shit. And so my buddy and I went out to the Spearmint Rhino. And Julia Ann was actually performing that night. And she was on stage and dancing and everything else. So the first time she was up there, she did like a hot wax show, you know? And so, no, she did like a lotion, like she was like rubbing lotion all over herself and like tearing off her clothes. And she had, she needed someone to like, no, sorry. It was a hot wax thing was first. And so she's up there, she's like dripping hot wax on herself. And at the end, she was like, I need somebody to like rub my boobs and like clean me off. And I'm all like, woo, woo. I was, you know, I couldn't find my friend. He seriously ran off with the first girl that like ran up and was like, you want me to touch your dick? You know, and he's like, and he was gone, you know, blew his rent money that night. Not even kidding. And blew something else too, I hope. But anyway, the whole point there is like, you know, she's all like, oh, like I just, you know, do you want someone? I need someone to rub my boobs, to rub me clean. And she had a towel and everything. And I apparently was the most pathetic looking motherfucker there because she actually like, you know, like was like, you, Kevin Smith look like, she didn't say that, but I'm thinking that in my mind because, you know, I thought like, hey, she picked me. Everyone here, Julianne picked me. Nice. And so I rubbed her boobs. I rubbed her off, the lotion and everything else. It was a towel. More or less my hands just stood there and her boobs entered my hands. And then she was up a little bit later and again, still couldn't find my damn friend. He was back there for a long time. She does another set and this time it was like a lotion thing where she like put like Jergens all over herself and then like she had like a wife beater. So then at the end she's like, who wants my wife beater? And apparently I was all like, woo, I'm the most pathetic guy here, woo. And she's like, all right. So she tossed me not only the wife beater, but I got her rubber boobs. So I'd like to think at that moment in time she was into me. Yep, I'm gonna say that one. But no, seriously, that's my Julianne story. It was, she like took a candle, lit a candle, and you know did the candle thing on her. You know, it was like that's all. So yeah, double bonus. So it was good. It was a good night, man. It was a good night. So she's a chubby chaser. I don't know, man. I do know that she has made a reappearance as of late. The last couple of years, she kind of popped back into the scene a little bit now, kind of rocking a bit more in that MILF porn. But I don't know anything about that outside of, you know, cursory research of sorts. So, any thoughts on the inside of Alex Jones' minds? Alex Jones is his mind is probably saner than you think because he knows what to say to get people riled up and he does it. Why didn't he hire Paul Joseph Watson? The dude's a fucking true believer, man. So, you know, there's that. That's pretty funny. People. I don't really follow porn stars. Well, I follow Mercedes Carrera. That's like the only one I follow. So, you know, what are your thoughts on it raining like hell? Where is it raining like hell at? I have no idea. But let's get into this next story so I can start doing this. Let's see if this actually, I want to test this out. All right. So let's see. Start recording here. Let's see if it actually kills it. It might. Okay. It says that the encoding overload. But I get that sometimes. It seems to be holding. All right. Let's see if this works. If it craps out again. All right. So if it does it again, I need you guys to like start pressing like 1111111 in the chat. If it starts crapping out again. That way I can see it on top of my head. So, all right. Let's see here. All right. Snaps for traps, baby. Snaps for traps. Oh, wow. Hold on real quick. I dropped how many frames? That can't be legit. What? Hold on. I got to check something here. That's a horrible picture, and I apologize. Nope. There we go. I'm fine. Okay. Sorry. Had to check something. It says I dropped a lot of frames, but I dropped the frames in the stream. It's not in the recording. Okay. Sorry. This actually happened today, by the way. This whole faculty scare thing. All right. Oh, dude, Pyro, straight up, man. Sasha Grey. Whew, yeah. Okay. Let's do this right. Snaps or traps, people. Snaps or traps. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneMatt channel. And you know, with everything that happened in Vegas last night, the last thing you wanted today was another active shooter situation. And unfortunately, UCLA or USC, yeah, fuck. I fucked that up. Okay. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneMatt channel. And you know, after the events in Vegas last night that took 58 American lives and wounded 500 plus more, the last thing we wanted within 24 hours was another active shooter situation. And that's precisely what happened at USC today. Except, guess what? It was all fake. Yeah, because that seems right. You know, that seems right at this particular point in time. Right, yeah. Oh, 58 people were gunned down from a coward from 400 yards away from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay. But no. Let's call it an active shooter situation on a college campus, because that's not crying wolf, right? All right, it says here, an unfounded shooting scare that left USC students and staff shaken Monday was triggered by a faculty member, who I'm going to assume probably was triggered by police at some point in time in their life, who's accused of falsely telling her students, oh, it's a woman, okay, that there was an active shooter in one of the buildings on campus, the university reported. The university issued an alert urging students and staff to shelter in a place or avoid areas of the area of 610 Childs Way on the University Park campus. University said shots were reported but not confirmed. And you know, here's the thing. When I was swatted, the person called in and at first said, hey, there's this guy who's got his kids tied to a chair with bombs around their necks. He's going to kill them. Okay. And the cops started to mobilize. And then he called back and he said there were shots fired. Now, when you report shots fired, that changes the damn dynamic. So that changes the dynamic. They were coming anyway, but now they're coming a lot harder and a lot faster. Okay, and that's just, ridiculous crap there. Aerial images showed officers swarming the building and students evacuating and gathering on street corners. Yeah, because, when there's an active shooter situation, the best thing you could do if you don't know what's going on is, let's go hang out on the street corner. Now you get your ass inside, man. You hide in the trunk of a car. You do whatever you can to make sure you're not visible. This is California, completely full of looky-loos, so I don't necessarily fault them for what they've done there. Because it's just, again, not always thinking. All right. Officers searched for Tita Hall at the Marshall School of Business about 12:15 p.m. 45 minutes later, after authorities conducted an initial search of the buildings, the LAPD reported that there had been no shooting and there was no danger to the community, which, hey, when you hear those words, that is an absolute sigh of relief, because it's fearful. That stuff is crazy. You talk to people that hear about, that are in these situations, and like, they're so happy to see the cops, so happy to see people that are there to protect them. So, at this point, you're just screwing with an entire campus of people, which in some respect, I can understand it, like a joke like that. There's a humor level there that like is not wasted on me, but I'm also not a heartless prick. So yeah, that pretty much goes out to the teacher. All right. So according to the USC Department of Public Safety, Chief John Thomas, the school took action after receiving reports that a faculty member during class falsely told their students there was an active shooter in the building. The faculty member has been detained by the LAPD, and I'm hoping that they put her on a catapult and they launched her ass into the sun. Why? Why would you tell your class that there's an active shooter on campus? To teach them a lesson? Are you trying to like reenact the night before? Is this a drama improv class and you're just triggered by the local news or in the recent news in Vegas? Oh, what the hell? The university withheld the name of the faculty member who was detained. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all, because at that point in time, the person who made that call, who made that claim, their right to privacy is gone. Their right to privacy is gone. Okay, like, I argued earlier about the woman CBS executive who was fired for making the dumb comment on Facebook and whatnot about the event, not giving sympathy to the supporters because they might be Trump supporters. I defended her only because it's her opinion and she's making it, and it's bad opinion. This, on the other hand, is a different situation. When I talk about free speech, unfettered free speech, I always say without causing harm or calling for harm or violence. This is using speech to basically call for some form of violence or some form of fear. It doesn't fall under the same Constitution. That is entirely wrong. Because at that point, you're not only putting people, it's like yelling fire in a crowded theater. People have been trampled to death as a result of this kind of stuff. It's one of the reasons why it's a faux pas to do. You know, there's people will react. And if you go in there and you tell kids there's an active shooter on campus less than 24 hours after there was literally the most deadliest shooting in American history, it's going to have that kind of hyper fear reaction. Never mind the fact, never mind the police coming on, the cost of the police. So what happens when a situation like this goes on? Well, you have your initial team that shows up, right? They do their best to secure the perimeter. Your SWAT team comes on in. They try to figure it all out. You take resources from the police. You take resources away from being on the streets. You put people's lives in danger because if cops are out there looking for an active shooter and they come across some random dude and that random dude is holding, I don't know, a freaking gun phone holster or a phone holder that looks like a gun in a holster, which you see, and it's again stupid, they could think it's a gun and actually shoot the guy before realizing what it is because of the heightened sense of the situation. You're putting people's lives at risk because you're a dumbass. And that is why her name should not be withheld. Or her name should be out there. Her picture should be out there. People should know that this is what a moron looks like. Anyway, sorry. The incident came after a gunman killed, yeah, and that's what we know. That's what we know right now. That's what we know. It was triggered by a faculty member, and the USC is holding her name. I have some theories as to why. I want to say that the USC is holding her name probably because, well, man, I'm just gonna say it. Probably because she is a minority teacher. They don't want to draw attention. They don't want negative attention to come to this person for what they did. They don't want negative attention to befall her on a public scale because she did this thing, right? Look, it doesn't say it's a joke, all right? It doesn't say that it was a prank gone wrong. It wasn't like the cop show up and she was just like, "It's a prank, bro." You know, I would have more respect for her, I think, if that was the case. Because then you'd be like, oh, okay, she's just a super idiot. All right. But this feels like it's a malicious act. And she's been arrested for it. I'm sure her name's out there. If they booked her, it becomes public record, put it out there. I'm not worried against this. You know, if this becomes a political issue, I'd actually be okay with it becoming a political issue because at this point, you're just a dumbass. You're putting people's lives at risk. For whatever purpose, whether it's to prove a point, whether it's to do whatever, it's ridiculous crap. And I'm again, because I've been the victim of this sort of thing, of having people call on me for being what could be considered an active shooter. I do take this personally. Like, no, F you, F that. I hope you lose your job. I hope you get freaking arrested. I hope you probably won't get locked up because, wasting cops' time is just like a finable offense, really. It's like a misdemeanor, and no one is hurt in the process. But I do hope everything, you pay for this because that's like, no, you don't do that. Like you don't put other kids' lives at danger because you're trying to prove a point or you're trying to do a social experiment. It's one of the things I hate about prank channels on YouTube. All they do is keep upping the game. And then eventually it's going to end with somebody getting hurt. And so, no, I'm pissed off at this one. This lady can go to hell, and stay there for all I care. F that. Just complete, fuck her, man. Just fuck her. All right. Sorry, I got mad at that one. That's fucking, yeah. Let's see. I'm see if there's any more info. I didn't get that. Oh, what, Jack? You went there and they didn't have any Taco Bell? That's crazy. Okay, well, according to I wonder if I should just do a quick update on this one. Let's see. Huh, okay, that's interesting. So it says here, according to KTLA or ABC from LA, that she suffered some sort of episode that caused students to believe there was an active shooter. Okay, but she went in the room and she told her students to lock the doors and then began yelling "active shooter." Some kind of episode. What kind of language is that? Oh, she had some sort of episode that caused her to have temporary lapse in judgment that got her to yell out "active shooter" and instruct her students to lock the doors because there was, and I repeat, this is her words, an active shooter. No, what? No, come on. Would she have that's not, screw that shit. They're definitely holding off on that one. They're telling her. We all have an ex just like her. Yeah, she had an episode of Dindu. That's some specific case of Tourette syndrome. I agree, Katrina. I agree. That's some serious crap. Wait, Jack, are you gonna go buy 99 tacos? Oh, dude, I want a taco. I really want a taco. Yeah, JC's, I agree. I'm not even gonna update it. I'm just gonna let my commentary stand. I'm just gonna let it stand. That's what I'm gonna do. But I know I get really mad at that kind of crap because it's fucking ridiculous. I might have to edit out that fuck at the end. They're gonna process it. I'm not gonna get any money on that. I have to fucking take that out. All right, German. Thanks for coming in, man. Have yourself a good night. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yeah, pretty much. Tacos are love, but tacos are life, but tacos burn your bum. Sometimes. Oh, you weren't gonna buy 99 tacos, just one of their meal deals? Yeah, I hear you, man. Their cantina burrito's pretty dope. Their cantina burrito's pretty good. Sometimes, like, that's the thing I miss about living in San Diego, is like I just like hit up a taco shop at 2 a.m. Like, yeah, let me get a fish taco, man. Like, all right, done. I'm like, yeah, fish taco. Here it's like, let me go to Taco Bell, spend $1.39 plus tax for a standard like soft burrito or soft taco, and I'm like, yeah, but there's like no Del Taco. You know, but there is a decent. There's a Mexican food restaurant I had up here. I got carne asada fries at, and they were all right. I mean, they were good, but they're like $11, man. I'm like, $11, $11. That's a lot. Oh, you just saw American Made for the second time? I want to see it. I do want to see it. My movie pass should be here at some point. Del Taco, dude. Oh, come on, man. Come on. I don't know what El Rey is. I haven't had El Rey, but I've had Del Taco. There's fucking talk. Their Del Scorcho sauce is something to behold, man. Eric the Gamer, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Am I looking forward to it? I really don't know. If it ever decides it wants to come out, then maybe I'll give it a try. So, what time zone is it here? I'm Pacific, man. I'm in Washington, so it's only 11:18 p.m. here. Taco Cubana all the way. So Inferno's pretty dope. Yeah, I don't know why was that even blocked out. I'm Mistral. I don't play a lot of those kind of RPGs. So Xenoblade is not in my lineup. Not in my lineup at all. Thoughts on Red Dead Redemption 2? The trailer was dope. Can't wait to see more. Okay, let's do this last video here because this is kind of an interesting one. And then I can get out of here and get these things ready to go for tomorrow. And also watch The Gifted, which I need to watch. And go from there. This is an interesting one. This just popped up today. So there's some some shit news, but woo, I'm so sorry for that. For those of you who are wearing headphones, you just heard my mouth fart. All right, let's bring up the chat. Red Dead 2 not gonna live up to the hype. Bullshit. All right. Anthony, I stream at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard, so that's pretty much all the time. All right, snaps or traps, baby. Snaps or traps. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneMatt channel, and you know, Amazon is a big company, right? Just like Walmart or even Kmart to some extent. Big companies are usually pretty easy to get away with stealing a couple things from, especially when it's an online store. You can sit there and say this product wasn't involved or wasn't in the shipment. This it was missing a piece. It was missing these things, and it's a lot easy just to sit there and make those claims and then send it back because, well, hey, you know, mistakes happen, eh? And they do. Mistakes happen all the time. I've had items sent to me that didn't have everything in there, and I had to call and get it taken care of. It's unfortunate, but these mistakes do happen, and a company like Amazon is probably not going to have any problem replacing items because, well, it's, you know, they make money hand over fist. They could pretty much buy a planet at this point. But apparently, someone found out a good way to steal from them, and they were busted. So a couple here admits to stealing $1.2 million from Amazon. Damn, that's insane. All right, so coming out of Muncie, Indiana, a Muncie couple has formally admitted to stealing more than $1.2 million in merchandise from Amazon. Aaron Joseph Finan and Lee Jeanette Finan in recent weeks pled guilty to mail fraud and money laundering in U.S. District Court of Indianapolis. Both charges carry a maximum of 20-year prison terms and $500 fines. All right, I just kind of stopped there for a second. 20-year prison terms and a $500 fine maximum. I don't understand 20 years and $500. Like, I just feel like the fine is too low. You know, like, if they stole $1.2 million, $500 is like nothing. $500 is like basically what Jeanette or Lee Jeanette Finan might keep as, like, you know, a spare tampon in her bag. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so rich, I don't even use regular tampons anymore. I use rolled up $100 bills. Bam. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I feel. 500 is this minimal number. Under the terms of the plea agreement, the couple will be ordered to pay Amazon $1.2 million in restitution, which is good, which is very good that they will get their money back, because that really does screw it up for everyone else who wants to return things or a defective product. It helps keep, you know, things on the up and up with the customer and the business and everything else. The plea deal also calls for the Finans to waive their right to appeal if sentenced to less than 7 years and 3 months in prison. That's interesting. So, I mean, this is a kind of a quick story. It's a very quick story. But the fact is, a couple admitted to stealing $1.2 million from Amazon. Now, I would love to know how they did it. I really would. I'd love to know how they were able to figure out how to do this. I mean, it pretty much, we could pretty much speculate that they did this very easily by just pulling out items and then returning them and then maybe reselling them someplace else. You know, that's probably what happened. But they did this to $1.2 million. Like, you know what probably got them busted? Not going to lie. Greed. Greed probably got them busted. You know, I always hear stories about, like, red boxes, people renting the discs on fake credit cards, you know, and then like replacing it with a different disc and just taking off the little centerpiece with the barcode on it. You can always go on Craigslist and find games that, you know, were stolen from Redbox, that they're selling brand new games for like $30 or something. There's always a market for those kind of things. There's always a marketplace for that kind of thievery and that kind of, you know, criminal mischief, so to speak. But actually getting away with $1.2 million for quite some time, this would either have to be a lot of small items over time or a couple very large items thrown in the mix of that, which is what probably got them on the radar. And I'm going to tell you, I'm thinking it's probably more of the larger items than it is the smaller mid-level items, because the reason why is you get a little bit complacent, right? That's how thieves generally tend to get caught. They become complacent. They become a little bit kind of a stuck up, you know, like, oh, I've robbed this kind of house before. I know precisely how to get into the back door. There's never an alarm there. People never put an alarm there. Open the door. Woo, 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 woo. Oh my God, there's an alarm. You know, I mean, like, they get really confident and cocky. And then they just, they figure they can get away with bigger and ballsier things. And when it comes to this kind of thrill, it's thrill by mail order. Right? Like, you have to wait. You can go on Amazon and type it in. You're like, oh, I want a Hello Kitty vibrator. I plan on stealing it and using it immensely. Right? And then it comes, but you have to wait. You have to wait a couple days for it to get there. It's not the instant thrill of walking into a store and 5-finger discounting that thing. You have to wait And then when you get the item, you pull it out. You then have to go and put a complaint in through Amazon. They have to then, get the UPS barcode. But then again, all that's kind of automated, right? It's all pretty much automated. So the way I look at that is being like, probably that's how they got away with it for so long, because it's automated. And they give you it, you have 45 days to return it, that kind of thing. I think it really pretty much just, I think that's what they did. They just played the automated game, and then eventually the system was like, hold on here, bing, bing, what's this red flag? Oh, the Finns have, or the Finns, whatever their name is, they've done all this kind of stuff. So that's probably what they did to get away with this, and then they probably just bought a couple more big ticket items and thought they would just get away with it that way. That's not how it works. You don't want to do that kind of stuff. You want to get things that are going to be like, expensive, but also very easy to ship, that can easily be lost. Smaller items that get lost in translation or the lost in the parcel. But even then, it's kind of like, unless they had to deal with the UPS guy, because once it gets scanned and gets on the truck, it getting lost is going to be hard to fake out. That is, unless you know someone who can make it go away. I have no idea. But the truth is, these guys got busted, and that's good. That's very, very, very good, because we're coming in to a time when Amazon is going to take over as the largest retailer, and we want to make sure that they don't raise their prices and they don't start screwing with people. And if they stop these kind of thieves, then fewer people will do that shit, and that's actually totally fine with me. If you're going to be a thief, do it the old-fashioned way, right? Don't do it through the mail, because that's easy to get caught. Well, eventually get caught, at least. 1.2 million. Take a little bit of time to get there. But if you're going to be a thief, don't be a thief. Just don't be a thief. All right. I don't really have an ending for that one. That's just going to happen. I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. It's okay. All right, guys. I think we hit about an hour and a half here. I think I'm going to take off. I need to use the restroom, and I need to get this stuff ready to go. But I'll be back on tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for more stuff. If you have any stories you want to submit, be sure to send them over to the MundaneMatt.com or MundaneMatt.com/submit. And be sure to check back if you missed any of the content today. It'll be up tomorrow at noon, 1 and 2. All right, everyone. Have yourself a great day. Oh, yeah, in the Discord. I think the Discord's still in the chat. Let me double check this here. If you guys want to come to the Discord, let me just make sure it's the right Discord. And so yeah, we're gonna be on there, and that's currently, I'm posting that in the thing. Okay, so we good? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Come to the Discord. Well, I'll be in there chit chatting. All right.